Assalamualaikum, we are from Group 7. So today we are going to present about compound interest and annuity. So this is our group members.
Hi, my name is Hafiza and I will tell you guys the formula and the meaning of compound interest. What is compound interest? Compound interest is the interest on loan or deposit calculated based on both the initial principal and the accumulated interest from previous period. Compound interest can be thought as interest on interest and will make the sum grow at a faster rate than simple interest, which is calculated only on the principal amount. Compound interest has two formula, which is S equal P in bracket 1 plus I the power of n, and the other one is I equal S minus P. S is stand for future value or maturity value or accumulated amount. P is principal value or initial value. I stand for interest rate per period. N is number of interest period in the investment period. In the question 2a, we are told that Tiara obtained a loan of Rm27,000 from a bank that charged interest of 3.8% compounded quarterly. After the years, the total amount that she must pay to settle the loan is Rm32,500. Find the value of T. First, we need to state the information given. P is Rm27,000, S is Rm32,500, K is 3.8%, but we need to convert to decimal. So 3.8 divided by 100, which equal to 0.038. M is 4, meanwhile the T value is not given. To find I, we need to divide K by M, which is 0.038 over 4 equal to 0.0095. First thing first, we need to state the formula of compound interest, which is S equal to P in bracket 1 plus I the power of n. Now, we put the value using the formula earlier. 32,500 equal 27,000 in bracket 1 plus 0.0095 the power of 4 in bracket T, and then 32,500 divided by 27,000 equal in bracket 1 plus 0.0095 the power of 4 and T. After we calculate, we got the answer like this. And then log 1.2037 divided by log 1.0095, and we got the answer, which is 20. 20 divided by 4, and we got the final amount, which is 5. T is 5 years. That's all from me.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Firzana Adriana. Today I will explain question 2b. Now let I read a question first. Zoe wants to borrow 10,000 from a bank for a duration of 10 years. There are two options of bank. Bank R offers 7% compounded semi-annually, while Bank S offers an interest rate of 5.8% compounded quarterly. So the first question is calculate the future value and the interest charge for both options. The question first, I use the formulas, which is S equal P bracket 1 plus I source of power of n. So we would to write S equals 10,000 open bracket 1 plus 0.035 close bracket source of power 20. So the equals is 19897.89. So after this, we want to search the interest of Bank R. So the formula I use is I equals to S minus P. We write the answer of S, which is Rm 19897.89 minus 100. The equals is 9897.89. So let we search to Bank S. The formula is the same. S equals to P bracket 1 plus I source of power of n. So the S is, S equals to 10,000 open bracket 1 plus 0.0145 the power of 50. So the equals is RM17786.15. So we want to search the interest of bank S. We use the formula which is I equals to S minus P. We put the answer of S, which is 17786.15 minus 10,000. The equals is 7786.15. So the question number 2 is which bank should Zoe choose and why? So Zoe should choose bank S because their interest is lower than bank R, which is and no need to pay a lot of money. That's all from me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aisha Umaira binti Amiruddin. Today I want to explain the concept of anything and list the related formula. And I also explain the question number 4 part A. Here is the concept of annuity. What is annuity? Annuity is a series of payments made at equal intervals. For example, shop rental, insurance policy, and installment payment. Annuity has two formulas which is future value and present value. For future value, we use the formula S equal R bracket 1 plus I bracket the power of n minus 1 over I bracket. The interest earned or paid I equal S minus NR. I is investment, S is the maturity value, and NR is the total payment. For the present value, we use the formula A equal R bracket 1 minus bracket 1 plus I bracket the power of negative n over I bracket. The interest charged or earned I equal NR minus A. I is investment, A is the present value or initial value, and NR is the total payment. So this is the question number 4 part A. I will read the question. Rian has to pay 2,000 ringgit every month to settle a loan of 100,000 ringgit at 12% compounded monthly. Find the number of payments he has to make to settle the loan. So first of all, you guys need to list the information that has given. R equal 2,000 ringgit, A equal 100,000 ringgit, K equal 12% equals 0.12. How to get 0.12? You guys need to convert percentage into decimals. M equals 12. I equals K over M. K is 0.12 and M is 12. So the answer is 0.01. For this question, I use the present value formula. A equals R bracket 1 minus bracket 1 plus I bracket the power of negative M over I bracket. How to solve the answer? 100,000 equals 2,000 bracket 1 minus 1 plus 0.01 bracket the power of negative n over 0.01 bracket. Next, 100,000 equals 1 minus bracket 1 plus 0.01 bracket the power of negative n bracket 2,000 over 0.01 bracket. Next, 100,000 equals 1 minus bracket 1 plus 0.01 bracket the power of n bracket 200,000 bracket. Then you guys need to change the position to find the n. Next, log bracket 1.01 bracket the power of negative n equal log 0.5. Next, negative n equal log 0.5 over log 1.0501. Next, negative n equals negative 69.65. And the answer of n is 17.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. Before I start the presentation, let me introduce myself first. So my name is Nurhanisa. You guys can call me Nisa. So let's know the question. Let me read the question first. Okay. So the question is the cash price of a condominium is Rm 204,600. It can be purchased through an installment plan by making a down payment of 10% followed by 360 equal monthly payment. The interest charge 6.8% and compound monthly. So the first question, calculate the monthly payment, and the second one is find the interest charge, and the third, if immediately after 15 years the buyer decides to settle the loan by making a single payment, determine the value of this single payment. So if you guys can see the answer, to calculate the monthly payment, we should do the down payment first. Okay, so what I do equal 0.10 multiplied by 204,600, and then you can get Rm 204,600, and then 204,600 minus B 20460, and A you can get A equal Rm 184,140, and then we can start to calculate the monthly payment. So I use the A equal R, open bracket 1 minus open bracket 1 plus I close the bracket minus n divide I close the bracket. So you can put the amount like the A is 184,140 equal R, because R you can do that, and then open bracket 1 minus open bracket 1 plus 0.068 divide 12 and power open bracket negative 360 and close the bracket and divide by open bracket 0.068 divide 12 close the bracket, and you can close the bracket, and then R can got R equal 184,140 divided by 153.3918364, and the final answer for R is R equal Rm 1,200.46. Okay, we move the second question, find the interest charge. So for the interest charge, I use the formula I equal N R minus A. So I equal 360 open bracket 1,200.46 close the bracket minus 184,140, and I you can get Rm 248,025.60. Okay, and the last question. I use the formula A equal R open bracket 1 minus open bracket 1 plus I close the bracket minus n divide by I and close the bracket. So A equal to 1,200.46 open bracket 1 minus open bracket 1 plus 0.005667 close the bracket power of open bracket and minus 180 and close the bracket divide open bracket 0.005667 and close the bracket, and then the B close the bracket. Okay, and then A equal 1200.46 open bracket 112.6559 and close the bracket, and then you can get the A answer is A equal RM 135.238.90. So that's all for me. Thank you.